What is up, guys? We are facing Sentinel, aka Project Wideawake, on Expert Mode with Peter Parker Spider-Man. He starts off with a tough stats card. When reviewed, the first player searches the encounter deck for abduction protocols and reviews this card. So this will have 4 threat. Deal each other player a face-down encounter card. There are no other players, so no one will get a face-down encounter card. Main scheme starts off with 1 threat. This side scheme has 4, plus an acceleration token to the main scheme. And this side scheme will have 3. The main scheme says Operation Zero Tolerance gains permanent, so this is a permanent side scheme. After an enemy attacks and defeats an ally, place that ally face down underneath this scheme. If there are 4 cards underneath this scheme on solo mode, then we lose the game. So let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. Let's shuffle up our player deck. And then draw up to our hand size of 6. And let's see what we get. So let's keep the backflip in the one way or another. And we'll discard and mulligan these 4 cards. And draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's use Peter Parker's Scientist to generate a mental resource. This will be 2 more resources here for a total of 3. So we can play Agent Coulson. When he enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a preparation card and add to your hand, so we can get the Spycraft here that we discarded back into our hand. Let's flip over to Spiderman here, and we will play one way or another. Hero action, search and encounter deck for a side scheme and review that side scheme. So we are looking for another copy of the abduction protocols here. Shuffle up the encounter deck. So this will have 4 threat as well. And then we can resolve one way or another and draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see here. Let's use this as 4 resources. So we can play Avengers Mansion and exhaust it to draw 1 card. We got Aunt May. Okay, so let's have Coulson thwart for 2 from here. So bring it down to 2. He will take a consequential damage. And Spider-Man will thwart for 1. That will end our turn, so let's ready back up. And then let's discard Aunt May here. Keep the backflip, draw back up to our hand size of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it is Sentinel's turn. He's adding 2 to the main scheme because of the acceleration, so this goes up to 3. He's going to attack us. Spider Sense activates. When the villain initiates an attack against you, draw 1 card. Let's take the attack. He's hitting with the base of 3 plus a boost card here of 1. Plus the effect is to exhaust your identity, so it's hitting us for 4. We get exhausted, and we will backflip to avoid the damage. When you take an amount of damage from an attack, prevent all that damage, so we can jump out of the way. And then he will deal us a face-down encounter card, which is advanced. So the villain is going to scheme. Let's cancel it. We will use Enhanced Spider Sense, using another Enhanced Spider Sense as a resource to cancel this treachery card here. And it's back to our turn. So let's use Avengers Mansion, so we can draw a card. Let's use this as 3 resources to put down a Beat Cop here. Exhaust Beat Cop to move 1 threat from the scheme over to it. That will clear off Abduction Protocol. When this is defeated, the player who defeats the scheme takes 1 random set-aside captive ally and puts it into play under their control. So we can shuffle up these 4 mutant captives here. And we are getting Boom Boom here. Okay, Coulson will thwart for 2 from Abduction Protocol. Let's drop this from 4 down to 2. He takes another consequential damage. And then Boom Boom will attack Sentinel to ping off Tough. Her response, after she attacks, place 1 bomb counter on the enemy. And then she will take a consequential damage. That will end our turn. Let's ready up. And then draw back up to our hand size of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Sentinel's turn. He's adding 2 to the main scheme. This goes up to 5. Force response, after the threat is placed on here, there's at least 5. The first player places the top card of their deck face down underneath Operation Zero Tolerance, and we can remove 5 threat from here. He's going to attack us. Spider Sense activates, so we draw a card. Let's defend. He gets a boost card here of 2, so he's hitting for 5. We defend for 3. We take 2 damage, dropping from 10 down to 8, and then we get 1 face down encounter card, which is Immune Detected. Let's see, we either place the top card of your deck face down underneath there, or he's going to attack us again. Let's have him attack us again. So we draw another card with Spider Sense. And we're just going to take this attack. So it's hitting with a base of 3 plus a boost card of 2. So it's going to do 5 damage to us. We drop from 8 down to 3 hit points left. And then it's back to our turn. Let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw another card. Let's exhaust Beat Cop to get one threat from the scheme over to here. And then, let's see, let's have Coulson Thorpe for 2 from here. He will take a consequential damage and be defeated. Boom Boom is going to swing and hit Sentinel for 1 to bring from 18 down to 17. She takes a consequential damage and she will place another bomb counter on the Sentinel here. And then we have a big hand. Let's see, we can play Swing Web Kick. And let's get this out too. So this would be 2 resources, so we can play Ironheart. When she enters play, draw 1 card. And then let's use this as 3 resources, so we can play a Swing Web Kick and hit Sentinel for 8. That'll bring from 17 down to 9. Okay, and then next, let's use this as 3 resources when paying for a yellow card to put down a second Beat Cop and exhaust the Beat Cop to get the last threat off of Abduction Protocol. When this is cleared out, we get another set aside Mutant Captive. We put it into play. And we are getting Richter here. Okay, so Richter will swing at Sentinel for 1. He has an effect after he attacks. He does 1 damage to each enemy that's engaged with us, so he's gonna do another damage to Sentinel. So Sentinel drops to 7 here. Richter takes a consequential damage. Ironheart will swing for 1 at the Sentinel to do 1 damage, dropping from 7 down to 6. She takes a consequential damage as well. That will end our turn. Let's ready back up, and we will activate Boom Boom's effect. So it's a response. At the end of the player phase, remove all bomb counters from play. So these 2 bomb counters, and do 2 damage to each enemy for each bomb counter removed this way. So we're gonna do 4 damage to Sentinel to drop him from 6 down to 2 hit points left. And that will end our turn. Let's draw back up to our hand size of 5, hoping for that backflip. Okay, we didn't get it. Hopefully it's not underneath there. And then Sentinel is gonna add 2 to the main scheme, start of his turn. He's going to attack us, Fire Sense activates, so we draw a card. Let's defend. He's hitting with a base of 3 plus a boost card of 2. So 2 will bleed over. We're down to 1 hit point here. And we get 1 face down encounter card, which is Adaptive Armor. He gets plus 8 hit points. So he goes from 2 up to 10. And we can discard that by spending 3 energy resources, which we have. Okay, so let's see. We definitely want to get rid of it. Let's use Avengers Mansion first to draw a card. I got Nick Fury here. So let's use this as 3 resources for this hero action. Spend 3 energy resources to discard this card. So his hit points will drop back from 10 back down to 2 here. Okay, and then we're gonna have Boom Boom. Actually, we don't want these allies back into our deck right now. Okay, let's first exhaust both Beat Cops so we can clear off the main scheme here. This Beat Cop will have 3. Okay, and then let's see. We're gonna have Richter attack first. So he's going to attack Sentinel for 1. He takes a consequential damage. His effect goes off, do 1 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. So Sentinel is gonna go down to 0. That will flip him over to his final stage. He has Toughness, Stalwart, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Abduction Protocol and put it into play. And then he will deal us a face down encounter card. This will have 4 threat on here. Okay, next, let's see, let's get Ironheart out of here. So Ironheart is going to attack Sentinel to remove the Tough Stats card. And then she gets this card, taking consequential damage. Next, we can play Nick Fury here. Let's use this as 4 resources. So we can play, actually, first, this guy has 22 hit points. Let's set that up first. Actually, I kind of want to play a webbed up if I don't get a backflip here. So let's use this as 4 resources. So we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to draw 3 cards. So we're drawing 1, 2, 3. We decked out, so we get a face down encounter card, and we did get the backflip now. Let's shuffle up our discard pile here. Back to the deck. Okay. And then, let's see here. We can have Nick Fury or Boom Boom defend for us. Let's see, what is the play? I think we want to stay in hero form 1 more turn. No, okay, let's go ahead and play Swing Web Kick actually. So let's use this as 3 resources to play a swing web kick, and we'll hit the Sentinel for 8. That will bring it from 12 down to 14. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip over to Peter Parker. Nick Fury will, let's have him thwart for 2 from Abduction Protocol. Take it down 2, and he will take a consequential damage. And then we can get Boom Boom discarded. Actually, let's save it for next turn. Okay, so that will end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then draw back up to our hand size of 6 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, we've got swing web kick and a backflip. Okay, so it is Sentinel's turn. He's gonna add 2 to the main scheme. He's gonna scheme with a base of 3 plus a boost card here of 2. So he's scheming for 5. Since this hits 5, we put another card from our deck face down underneath it here. So we have 2 cards now, and then remove 5 threat from here. Then he will deal as a face down encounter card for a total of 3 encounter cards. First one is self-repair. Discard each status card from a villain, and then give him a tough status card, and he will heal 5 damage. So he goes from 14 back up to 19, which is not great. And then we have another encounter card, Sentinel mark minion with guard and patrol. That is not great either. Last encounter card, Abduction Protocol. Okay, that is okay. Okay, so it's back to our turn. Let's use the Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Oh, and Nick Fury is his card at the end of the round if he's still in play, so he should have been discarded there before we use Avengers Mansion. Okay, let's see. We got a Moon Girl here. Let's do it. Let's use Peter Parker Scientist to generate a mental resource. This is a double, for a total of 3 mental resources to play Moon Girl. Play only if your identity has a champion or genius trait. We are genius as Peter Parker. After you play Moon Girl from your hand, draw 1 card for each mental resource used to pay for it. We use 3, so we're drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're short about 5 damage to finish him off here. And I think we're okay with the just attacking actually. Okay, let's try to gun him down because we do have a backflip here. Okay, we do want to recover. So let's exhaust to recover by 3. So we go from 1 up to 4. Let's flip over to Spiderman here. And then we're going to exhaust both B-Cops for the second effect. Exhaust B-Cop and discard it to deal 1 damage to a minion for each threat on here. So it's going to be 3 from this one and 2 from this one for a total of 5. So we can defeat this minion with guard, discarding both of our B-Cops. Okay, next we're going to have, let's have Richter attack to ping off tough. His response after he attacks, do 1 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with you. So it's going to hit Sentinel for another 1 to drop him down to 18. He will take consequential damage and be discarded. Moon Girl will swing at the Sentinel for 2 to bring him from 18 down to 16. She takes 2 consequential damage. And then, let's see, let's keep Boom Boom just in case. And we will play a swing web kick here. So let's use this as 3 resources to play a swinging web kick. And we will hit Sentinel for 8 to bring him from 16 down to 8 hit points. And then let's use this as a resource to play Endurance. Attached to Spider-Man, we now gain plus 3 hit points, so we go from 4 up to 7 here. That will end our turn. Let's discard these 2 cards. Ready everyone back up. And then draw back up to our hand size of 5. Okay. And then it is Sentinel's turn. He's adding 2 to the main scheme, so this goes back up to 4. He's going to attack us. Spider Sense activates, so we can draw a card. Let's take the attack. 3 base plus a boost card of 2 for 5 damage. We will use a backflip here to jump out of the way. And he will deal as 1 face down encounter card, which is Energy Barrier attached to Sentinel minion. Otherwise, it will gain Surge. There are no minions, so it surges. When we got this minion here, Toughness. One review, search the encounter deck and discard power for Energy Barrier and give it to him. So he has 5 attack, and every time he attacks, he will get a tough status card back. Okay, so it's back to our turn. Let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. And then, let's see, what can we do? We can play Pavitri, and we can play Ironheart. We want to get another set-aside captive ally. It's 2/2. Okay, I think we have enough damage here. Okay, so let's use this as 3 resources to play Pavitri. When he enters play, remove 1 threat from the scheme for each warrior card you control, including himself. So we only have himself, so it's 1 threat from here. Next, we're gonna have Boom Boom Thwart to clear off this side scheme, and she will be discarded here, taking consequential damage. With the Abduction Protocol, we can get a set aside captive ally and put it into play. So we're gonna have 2 left. They both have 2 attacks, so it shouldn't matter. So we're just gonna get one of them. We got Cannonball here. Okay, and then we will have Spiderman attack Sentinel for 2 to bring from 8 down to 6, because this minion does not have guard. Cannonball will swing for 2 to bring from 6 down to 4. He takes 8 consequential damage. Moon Girl swings for 2 to bring him from 4 down to 2. She takes consequential damage and is discarded. And then Pavitra here will swing for 1 to bring him from 2 down to 1, and he will take 8 consequential damage. And then we will use this as 2 resources to play Ironheart. When she enters play, we can draw a card, it doesn't matter. Let's use Ironheart to swing and attack for 1 to bring Sentinel from 1 down to 0. And that is Project Wideawake on expert mode.